Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today's video is a millet premix. Using this premix, we can make millet idli as well as millet dosa. Now, this has been a request from my subscribers for a long time, so I wanted to experiment with it myself before I present it to my viewers. Today, I have used a little millet, and as you know, millets have got very good health benefits. They are high fiber, good source of protein, and also they help in weight management. They have a low glycemic index, and above all, especially for diabetics, it helps to regulate your blood sugar levels too. So let us see how to make this premix so that we can incorporate it as our regular Indian vegetarian breakfast recipes. For making the millet premix, today I am using little millet. This is a 500 gram pack. So we will just measure out. So by volume it is 2.5 cups. This whole white urad dal I have taken half cup using the same measuring cup. First we will wash the millet 3 or 4 times very well and bring it back. Rub it well with your fingers. Always use unpolished millet to get the best health benefits. See, the water is clearer now. Till then you have to wash it. You can use a sieve like this to drain out all the water so that you don't lose out on any millets. Now I am adding fresh water to cover the millets. Cover it and just allow it to soak for 6 to 8 hours or even overnight. Now to this half cup of urad dal, add 1 teaspoon of methi seeds. We will wash this also very well and bring it back. Now our urad dal and methi has also been washed well. We will add water to cover this. Cover it and allow the dal to soak for 2 hours. After 2 hours, drain out the water completely from the urad dal. Then spread it out on a clean white cloth and dry it in the sun. It has soaked for 8 hours. Now drain out the water completely from the soaked millet and we'll allow this also to dry. Allow the millet and dal to dry well in the sunlight for 2 to 3 days. See, the dal and the millets have dried very well in sunlight for 3 full days. Now, we'll remove the dal, urad dal and methi seeds separately and the millet separately, and then I'll show you how to grind it. Now, we'll first take our washed and dried urad dal and methi in our blender jar and we'll grind it into a fine powder. See, we need a fine powder like this. So it is better to sieve it also. Next, this washed, soaked and thoroughly dried millet also, we'll grind it. When we grind, don't grind it fine. Instead, we'll use the pulse mode. Just pulse it couple of times. You can even pulse it in 2 batches. So I put 1 batch. Here I have another batch. So, see, it is just broken into rava, that is suji or semolina kind of granule, not a fine powder. So now this is ready. Add it to the ground urad flour. I will pulse the second batch also. See, the second batch also has been pulsed into coarse semolina kind of consistency. Mix that. Now mix everything very well together. That is, the millet and the urad and methi should get mixed. What I will do, now again in 2 batches, I will just pulse it 1 time each so that it gets mixed well. See, that's it. Now all the ingredients have been mixed very well together. Now our millet premix is ready. When it comes down well to room temperature, you can keep it in a clean, dry box, airtight box, and store it for use whenever you want. How to use? Whenever you want to use, take out the required quantity. For example, I am taking this glass or cup of this mixed millet premix in a bowl. I am adding some salt and add water to make a batter. I just transferred from this into the smaller bowl because I am using just 1 cup. So I thought that is too big. So for 1 cup of the premix, we added some salt and equal quantity 1 cup of water, mixed it thoroughly without lumps, cover it, and I am going to keep it overnight to ferment. We left our batter overnight to ferment. It's morning now. See how well it has fermented. Here I have some water boiling in my idli steamer. I have greased the idli plate. Let's pour out the batter. Now we will place this for steaming for about 12 minutes. Meanwhile, we will make a chutney. Heat a tablespoon of oil. To this, add about 2 tablespoons of chana dal and 2 tablespoons of urad dal. Fry them till the dals become a golden color. When the dal start turning a bit reddish color, you can add about 5 or 6 whole dry red chilies. 1 large onion, I have just roughly sliced it. Lightly stir fry it also in the oil, along with a small piece of tamarind. Remove any seeds, just add the tamarind piece to it. Add a little bit of salt till the onions are well done. Continue frying it. See, the onions have also become nearly transparent. Fry everything over a low flame because you don't want your dals and chilies to become burnt. Now we can switch it off and finally add some fresh coriander leaves to this. Now we'll allow everything to come down to room temperature. When it cools to room temperature, we'll grind it into a chutney in our blender jar. Meanwhile, now let's have a look at our idlis. See, it is well done, not sticking to the fingers. You can just take a knife or something and see, it should not stick. I'll switch off the idlis. Now with the same batter, we'll make a millet dosa also. Heat the tawa very well. For making dosa, I am just adding a little bit water to the remaining batter to get to the required consistency. Now reduce the flame and pour out the batter like this and shape it into a dosa as you normally would. Just a little bit of oil all around. After about a minute, flip it over. Then again a few drops of oil all around it. When it is done well on both sides, we can remove the dosa onto a plate. I will make one more and show you. See, with the remaining batter, I can make 2 more dosas of this size. So we took 1 cup of premix, we made 4 idlis and we can make 4 dosas with just 1 cup of premix batter. This dosa is also done, we can remove it. See, our tasty chutney is also ground to the perfect consistency with the goodness of fresh coriander also in it. Now we can remove the idlis also. We have here steaming hot idlis, millet idlis made with little millet along with a dosa and chutney too. So now I decided to make the remaining batter also into dosa. So this is the 4th dosa I have got. Finally, just a little bit of tadka for the chutney, a teaspoon of oil, some mustard seeds, urad dal, a pinch of hing and 1 dry red chilli. Now pour this tempering on top of the chutney. As you can see, this is our homemade millet premix. Today I have used little millet. We have made steaming hot idlis, dosa, millet dosa and a chutney to go with it. Many of you had requested me for a millet idli dosa premix, so here you are. Now take care of everything what I told you about washing the millets, then drying it out very well in the sun for 3 to 4 days also, then grinding it to a powder. Now this millet premix can be stored for up to 3 months. Whenever you want, you just take the required quantity of premix. We took 1 cup of premix, added some salt, added water, made it into a batter and kept it overnight to ferment. Yes, it is a premix, but it is not an instant one. I am not making it immediately because in that case we will have to add soda or which I wanted to avoid. It is a premix in the sense that it is very useful because every time you don't have to go through the process of soaking and grinding. Whenever you want, the day before you just decide to take the premix, mix it in water, keep it ready. Next morning you can make your millet idli and dosa. And today I have made with little millet. You can try with kodo millet or other millets also. They will also come out well only. One thing I would recommend is, it is a good idea to eat this idli and dosa when it is hot. Because if you want to eat it later, then it becomes dry. Being millet, it becomes dry. So whenever you want to eat it fresh and hot. That will give you the best taste of it. And if you want to make only for dosa, then when you grind the millet, you need not grind it into rava. You can grind that into a fine flour also and then make the dosa. Today, because I wanted a common premix, I have made like this. If you want, you can make separately for idli, where we grind the millet into a coarse semolina or rava consistency. And for a dosa, you can grind it into a finer consistency. That is left totally to you. So I hope this episode will be very beneficial to all, and especially for diabetics, because millets are really very good for diabetics in controlling their blood sugar levels. Try it out so that you have variety in your recipes also. You need not eat the same boring form of millet every day, and hope you are able to reap the benefits too. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen, and we'll meet again with another interesting episode from Geeta's Kitchen. Thank you.